Welcome to Unlocked, the Health Improvement Series, your gateway to better living. Brought to you by the Center for Health Improvement at HaysMed and produced by Nex-Tech. From quick workouts to expert wellness tips, we're here to help you unlock your healthiest self.
My name's Rhonda. I'm a yoga instructor here at the Center for Health Improvement. I'm going to do a little yoga flow for you guys on the ground today, a little mat flow. This little series is for anybody. Do what you can from a chair, come down to the floor, maybe try it from bed, modify however you can. I just encourage you to listen to your body, keep moving, and stretch. So you can start by an easy sit position here with one leg folded in front of the other. You could also, if that's not comfortable, you can stretch those legs out, just kind of sit casually. So just get settled in where you're comfortable. And I just invite you to close your eyes, kind of get grounded through those sit bones, and take a couple of nice deep breaths in and out. Just to start to slow down, you can close your eyes if that feels natural. So take that big breath in, fill those lungs all the way up with air. Pause at the top of that breath, and then slowly exhale, squeezing all the air out. Just repeat that a couple more times. Nice deep breath in, and let it roll over to your exhale. Try to breathe through the nostrils. One more deep breath in, and let it out. And let's drop our chin down to our chest. Relax those shoulders down and back, palms up or palms down. And slowly roll that head from side to side. So just a gentle neck stretch here, moving super slow. If you don't like the rolling back and forth, you can feel free to switch it up. You can side bend, bringing your ear towards your shoulder. You can turn and look side to side. You can take that chin up and back, chin to the chest. So just let that head move around freely. You can also extend those arms out. That'll change up your neck stretch. So just find any spots that you might be having some tightness in. Feel free to move and hold it there. All right, and then we'll bring that head back up to a neutral position. And we're going to do some big shoulder rolls, so just circle those shoulders up and back. So you can do one shoulder at a time, you can do both together. And then we're going to reverse those shoulder rolls whenever you're ready. Just circle the opposite way. So nice, big, slow circles. All right, and let's take one more circle here. All right, now we're going to inhale. We're going to reach those arms back. So I'd like you to drop your spine, rock your hips forward, and open through that chest. And with our exhale, we're going to round off that spine and bring the arms out in front. We're going to inhale, open, and exhale, round that spine, bring the arms forward, moving with that breath, inhaling, exhaling, round. Let's take two more. So just working with that nice slow yoga breath. Last time, inhale, open, exhale, round it through, and we're going to inhale, bring those arms up and overhead. And let's side bend, whichever side you want to start with. Bring one hand down and long stretch through that top side. And again, you can hold that stationary stretch here, or you can feel free to move, keeping that elongation from your hip out through those fingertips. Maybe open the chest, maybe fold forward. Let that arm, torso, head move around, finding any spots that you might need to stretch out. And when you're ready, bring it back up to center. And same thing, other side. Exhale into that long side bend. So reach it out through the fingertips. Again, feel free to move around nice and slow. If you find a spot you're particularly tight, feel free to hold it for a few breaths. We always want to try to keep our breathing nice and slow all throughout class. In and out through the nostrils. And then we'll inhale, bring it back up to center. We're going to bend those elbows. Rest the fingertips lightly behind your ears. Keep the elbows pressing open. Big breath in here at center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale back to center. Exhale, rotate the opposite way. So just alternating sides, going back and forth with this easy spinal twist. Go 2 or 3 times each direction. And let's go one more. And then we'll bring it back to center. And go ahead and bring those arms down. And we're going to turn sideways on that mat. And we're going to extend our legs out for a forward fold. So this is called staff pose. We got shoulders over the hips, legs are nice and straight. We're going to take a big breath in. If you'd like, you can inhale, bring the arms overhead. And exhale, folding from your waist, keeping that spine nice and long. Once you feel like you've hit your edge in that stretch, just let those hands relax down. They don't have to reach your feet. So just try to think of your belly coming towards your thighs, keeping that spine long, chest up, shoulders down and back. Maybe rock side to side, easing into that hamstring stretch. So working with that breath here. With your inhale, you can release out slightly, lengthen that spine. With that exhale, try to fold a little bit deeper. One more breath in, exhale, fold. Now we're going to inhale, come all the way up tall, bring the arms overhead. And from here, we're going to hinge back into spine pose. So engaging your core, keeping those shoulders down, we're going to lean back. Arms can extend forward. You can bring them to your heart center. If you want to add the most resistance, those arms are going to reach up and back. So I'd like you to make sure that that chest is up, shoulders are down and back. We've got that tall spine. Wherever you want those arms is perfectly fine. One more breath here. Inhale, pull up tall. Exhale, forward fold. Take that little break. And let's really quickly hit spine pose a couple more times. So inhale up. Exhale, hinge back, only as low as you're comfortable going. Again, those arms are your levers. Play around, find your edge. Inhale, we'll sit up tall. Exhale, back to that fold. And last time, inhale, rise up. Exhale, back into spine pose. It's important to keep breathing here. We have a tendency to hold our breath when we're engaging those abs. So keep breathing, one more. And we'll pull it up to center, release those arms down. And from here, we're going to turn over into a tabletop position. So if you have a blanket, some extra padding for your knees, feel free to give yourself that extra padding. If you're on a hard floor at home like I am, and you like that padding, you can grab your mat in the center, double it over, and kneel on that doubled over part. So let's be on hands and knees here. Knees are under the hips, hands are under the shoulders. We've got that nice flat spine, that tabletop. Back to working with our breath. With the inhale, we're going to drop that spine, lift the head and tailbone. With our exhale, we're going to round off into cat pose. Inhale, drop that spine. This is cow. Exhale, round into cat. One more time. Inhale, back to cow. Exhale, round off into your cat pose. We'll bring it back to neutral. Right, I'm going to go ahead and unfold my mat real quick. All right, so from our tabletop, spinal balance, we're going to extend right arm and left leg. So you want to pull your belly in here, engage your core. Again, keep breathing. And we're nice, long, actively stretching from fingertips to toes. And we'll release down with an exhale. Switch sides. Left arm, right leg. Check back in with that breath. Breathing nice and slow. Stretching long from fingertips to toes. And we'll release down. Right. From here, curl those toes under. We're going to push the hips up and back to downward facing dog. So feet should be about hip width apart. Hands are straight up from the shoulders, and we're going to sink back in between our shoulder blades. Lift that tailbone up high. You can walk the dog. Bending one knee and then the other. Some modifications here. If you don't like down dog, if this is too much for your wrists or your shoulders, you can always just stay with tabletop on hands and knees. You can also come down onto your forearms if down dog bothers your wrists. So you can hold what's called dolphin pose. It's just a modification. All right, so one more breath here in our down dog. And we'll lower back down to the knees. And we're going to roll all the way up to kneeling. So knees, hips, shoulders all lined up. We're going to work on that little bit of kneeling balance. So we're going to take that right leg, step it forward, find that balance here, and then hinge forward, lean into that front leg. So you want to feel this stretch into the front of that left hip. Big breaths in and out. And then we're going to shift our weight to that back leg, straighten the front leg, flex your foot, and add that forward fold. Holding each here for just a couple of breaths. And then we're going to bring it forward again. Hands frame that front foot, and let's lift our back knee up off the ground. Straight leg lunge. One more breath. Right, now we're going to take that right foot back to meet the left in down dog. You could also do that tabletop here. Lower back down to those knees. Roll up to kneeling, and we'll switch sides. So we're going to bring that left leg all the way forward. All right, find that balance. Lean into that front leg. You can take those arms up and overhead, feeling that front of the hip flexor stretch on the right side. You can also just leave those arms down. All right, now we're going to shift that weight to our back leg as we straighten the front, add that forward fold. So stretching through the calf here, into that hamstring. One more big breath in and out. And we'll shift that weight forward, lift our back knee, straight leg lunge. And stretching long here from the crown of the head, out through that back heel. All right, and we're going to plant those hands down, step that left foot back to meet the right in down dog. And let's walk it out again. And we're going to lower back down to the knees, tabletop, and sit all the way back on those heels for fallen leaf. So a little rest pose, taking all the pressure off of your wrists. You can rest your forehead down on your mat. Take a couple of big breaths in and out. And then from here, we're going to come forward with an inhale. So we're in a kneeling plank position. So we have knees knees hip width apart, hips ahead of the knees, shoulders over those hands. We've got that pelvic tilt, pulling our belly in, nice flat back in our kneeling plank. And press back to fallen leaf, stretching those arms out long. Moving with that breath now. Inhale forward to kneeling plank. Exhale back to fallen leaf. Just a few more. Inhale forward to kneeling plank. Exhale back to fallen leaf. One more time. Inhale forward. Exhale back. So if you're comfortable here, you can stay here, or you can come up to tabletop, to down dog, and we're going to do that same thing. So down dog, roll it forward to a flat plank pose. From the hips, up and back to down dog. Inhale, lower down to plank. Back to down dog. Remember, you can also just stay with that previous pose, that kneeling plank to fallen leaf. And let's just take one more. Back to down dog. And we'll lower down to those knees. Sit all the way back, fallen leaf. One more big breath in and out. And let's go ahead and roll it up, one vertebrae at a time. Come back to any comfortable seated position. Again, you can do one leg in front of the other. You can extend those legs out. All right, and let's inhale. Sweep those arms up and overhead. Big breath in. Exhale, hands down to the heart center. 2 more. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale it down. Last time, big breath in. Exhale, hands to the heart center. I always like to end class with the word namaste, which in its most basic form means we are one. So namaste. My name is Rhonda. Again, I teach yoga here at the Center for Health Improvement. Thank you for joining us today, and I look forward to maybe seeing you in class. Have a great day.
That's a wrap on this episode of Unlocked, the Health Improvement Series, powered by the Center for Health Improvement at HaysMed and brought to life by Nex-Tech. Keep moving, keep growing, and we'll see you next time on a path to a stronger, healthier you.